Today we are going to be learning the basics of color science or color theory, which is everything that Demi is based on. Everything comes down to the color wheel. So each color has a complementary color or a color that is opposite of it on the color wheel. So let's take blue for instance. Blue is our darkest color. Blue can appear as dull or like a shadow on the skin, the darkest of all the colors. And the color that is opposite blue on the color wheel is orange. If you apply orange to blue, it will neutralize that blue color. And that's how Demi works. So if we find an area on our face that has excess blue in it, we would use an orange colored product to neutralize the area. Let's take green, for instance. Green, the opposite of green on the color wheel, is pink or red, okay? So if there is an area on our face that has excess green in it, we would use one of the red Demi colors to neutralize that area. Next is violet. Violet is dark, but it also has a lot of saturation, which means it has some red in it. And the color that is opposite of it on the color wheel is yellow. Let's talk about red. Red is very saturated. It looks hot to the touch. It looks like it's burning. And the opposite color of red is green. So you would neutralize that with green. Now I'm going to break down the products for you. So first we have our special Demi brushes. So I would say the two brushes that I use the most are the spot brush and the bright brush. Now let's talk about Demi Colors. Demi Colors, when you first look at them, can look like you're looking at a big palette of eyeshadow colors, right? Well, because we use Demi is using color science, so we're using all different colors on our face depending on what colors we see. So for instance, if I had an area that was blue, the opposite of that would be orange, O1. That's what this color is called. And that is the color that I would use to neutralize the blue. These colors in here that look kind of neutral are exactly that. They're neutral. They are used for sculpting. So if I have an area on my face that I want to sculpt and I say that it is mostly blue, well, I'm going to use my neutral orange to sculpt that area. Then we've got our blush and lip colors. There's all different, there's a peach palette, there's a red palette, there's a violet palette. It really comes down to preference, and you can use it on your cheeks or lips. You could even use it on your eyes if you wanted to. And then lastly, we have our gloss and balm. Our gloss and balm can be used for your lips, but it can also be used like an illuminator. Instead of covering over your natural iridescence, you can just add to it. Anywhere that you want to add a glow, you can take these two products and just stick it right where you want it for that added glow. Now, you're using such little products when you use Demi that it will easily last you a year. You shouldn't be using hardly any product at all. Now, this big palette is the artist palette, and you will not need all of these colors. If you're just wanting to filter out some zits and maybe some under eyes, well then all you need is a bright edit. But if you're wanting the full look like what I have right now, then you're gonna want something that has the bright edit and the sculpt edit and the blush edit.